There's that. You're just gonna fight me the whole dang way, ain't you? So close, yet so far. Oh my goodness, this sucks. Hitting the frame down there now. If it wasn't for this flange right here. Okay, now that you're all refreshed on last week's struggle, I did end up welding that tube back on there. I gotta do some more thinking here. Now I'm going to get to the center console where the struggle continues. Alright, well that didn't work out so good, so I'm going to see what I can get done on this. Let's make a box. 5.5 by 6. 5.5 by 6 for that to mount in. And then the actual glove box. 12 by 9. Man, this is one of them days, I'll tell you. the driver's side. The fuse block will set right down in there. I'm gonna have a false bottom that'll cover that. If I need into the fuse block, I lift that cover out, I can get into it. Alright guys, I'll tell you what, I think lack of cigarettes is starting to get to me. I couldn't think straight to get the right dimensions, and apparently I made it 9x9 instead of 9x12, which it's alright, it's just a little smaller box. I don't need a whole lot, just enough, dang it, just enough for registration, stuff like that. I'll get that cleaned up. I got to put a hole in the bottom of that so I can put a wire grommet in. That way the wires will drop down through the bottom. Flip it straight over. Beautiful. See how it looks. I left that a little bit small so I can clean it up afterwards. Let's see. I like it. The armrest will set on top of this, cover all this up. I don't know if you can see or not. It's setting on this side over here. Looking down in, the fuse block will be right there with a false bottom right there. All right, it's getting closer. The fuse block will go right there. That will work beautifully. Now, when it comes to the top part, I've got a couple ideas of how to do it. I don't really want a hinge. I'm thinking about doing that in wood and then cover it to match the seats with I don't know, some sort of a latch that I set it down and slide it back to lock it. I don't know, I ain't that far yet. I'll figure that out sooner or later. Let's see. I think my next step would be to make this piece and get it to where I can bolt it into the cab up underneath. All right, let's see what I can come up with. Get them things out of the way. I'm not using them doors anyway, so. Gonna have to get that console put back up in again. But first I gotta trim this. Make it easier to get in and out. I've been trying to get a little bit done each night before I go home. I really haven't done a whole lot of videoing because it was just spur of the moment and I wanted to get it done. Didn't mess with the camera. But I have gotten a little bit done. I'm gonna get rid of this stupid brake drum. I'm gonna see if I can't find a standard tail shaft and housing. And the more I think about it, the more I need to raise this engine up a little bit in order to clear Let me get my hammer. She gone. Alright. I'm going to put these back in. I've never tore into one of these. Like I said, I'm not a mechanic. But I'll do what I got to do to get by. I was told there is a nut up inside. Alright. Let me grab my impact and sockets and see what I can come up with. All right. I wonder how hard that's going to be to get off there. Maybe not. Okay. I see. Hey. Oh, check that out. Don't need that no more. And there's the 4 bolts. Okay. Anywho. And now that I got the engine mounted, well, it's all tacked in place. Now that it's tacked in place, I can jack this up and get a better cross member put in place. I'm in boring old Flat, Ohio. Alright. Get off there. Alright, so it looks like all I need is the tail shaft and the stub goes right on there. Okay. Alright, there's that. I'm going to see the other member I got. Alright, well, we got that modified. The other transmission mount was not going to be even close. All right, that works. Wait. I thought that was a 9/16. Nope, must have been a 5/8. Transmission is mounted. It's about time I start making some headway. All right, a lot different what I originally had, but honestly, it matches a lot closer to the perches on a 60 to 66. So the engine's mounted. I got to lift the engine out of it to weld the backside down there, but that's in there. All right, I went ahead and put this up in there. With me raising it up, it'll fit now. So that side I got to drop down about a 1/4 inch. All right, I don't know why my camera shut off, but I got to raise or drop that perch down about a 1/4 inch to get that level. For some reason, it raised up when I put it in there, what, 3 years ago? And what it's doing is putting it too tight here and at an angle. So I'll drop that side down. That'll move that over to clear a little better. All right, I wonder if the header will fit now. Almost. That tube, if I hadn't put that in there, it would have cleared. Yeah, you guessed it, I gotta cut it back out. I do believe I should have put this motor right here to begin with. I couldn't figure out why them headers wouldn't fit. They were for a truck. But I know this 66 frame is narrower than the square bodies, so I don't know. It's all good now though. I'm actually going to move 2 of the tubes. I want both of them moved in closer to hug each other. to give plenty of room between the headers and the frame. I gotta get a different strategy here. Is it going to work? Yeah, I think it is. Okay. That moved it over just right. I like it. Finally, some headway on my header. I know it's ugly, but hey. I can always touch up the black. It'll get burned off as soon as I fire this engine up anyway, so. Alright, now, get this set up. About like that right there. Now heat it up down here. Check that out. Come on. Yeehaw. Okay. Get that welded and ground. And clean her all up, see if she fits. All right, what do you think? Think it'll fit? any of the attempts yet. Alright, I like it. Look at that. All bolted up, got plenty of room. All the way down to right here. And I am not concerned about that. I'll cut that off there. Put an extension out to about right here. Put a new header flange on it. Make both sides the same. And I think that'll work good. I got plenty of clearance. My steering shaft, I can get the U-joint and come right up here and then into the column. Beautiful. Love it. Told you I wouldn't give up. I'm not that type of person, but man, I was frustrated last week. All right, let's check this side, make sure since I moved the engine that it'll work. This is gorgeous. Look at that, plenty of room. Awesome. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Plenty of room down through there. Plenty of room down through there. All right, now headers are mounted. Transmission mounts done and raised up. Engine mounts, the top sides are welded and raised up. I think at this point I need to get my body mounts and bolt the body back on, because I don't know how much clearance I have for the engine. I'm gonna have to get the cab on there and make sure I don't need to modify the firewall. And at that point, I can start. I gotta modify those fiberglass doors. I'm not sure how the hinges are gonna go on there. I've never messed with fiberglass. But get the doors mounted and aligned, and then I can start on the front clip. I want to get this thing all test fit. It's not going to be 100% together, but it'll be enough that I can tell where I'm at. I'll get it all test fit, get the front end all on it, and at that point, I'll be ready to pull this thing apart and start finishing up like the underside welds, get the rear end finished up. I do have another 12 bolt out there to get the carrier. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull this whole rear end out from under it, set it up on a stand, and put it together on a stand, and then put it back up under. But yeah, finally some headway. Felt like I was spinning my wheels the past few weeks. All right, she's back on. Right there, that brace, I'm not sure what that brace was. I think that's something to do with the big truck. But that brace is touching the headers. I'll have to work on that. All this clearance is good. All that clearance is good. I've got room to get the distributor on and off. That's all good. Over here, right there, I'm gonna have to split this and bring this over just a little bit. But other than that, man, it's almost like it was built this way. The body mount is all lined up. All right, so I want to hang my brake booster on there, and probably put my column back in. Put you down right here. You're a little lopsided, but that's okay. There we go. Look at that. There's plenty of room. Awesome. Okay. I can get that bolted back on there when I'm ready. Here is the mount for the brake pedal. All right, let's see if the column will go in. All right, it's been a while since this thing's been in here, so I'm gonna see if I can't remember. Gotta get a couple washers. Alright. Let's see if I can remember here. Alright, let me get up under here. There's that.
don't need no cruise. Okay, so I do need a headlight switch, but it's in there. Now, see, it's mounted here and up behind here. I'm gonna have to get up in there and tighten that nut on this side, but that's gonna be a wrench job. Okay, I need to get a square D coupler to come through the firewall. I'll come through the firewall with a knuckle U-joint here, come down through here, a U-joint down here. That shaft will come right up and in, so that'll be good. Brake pedal, I've got the little connector, funky looking bolt to go in there. I've got to get a fuel pedal mounted, split this here and move it over just a little bit. The console is done as far as I'm concerned. Oh, I didn't even show you that part. Here's the shifter plate, which I got a couple ideas on that one. I'm gonna change it up a little bit, but this plate goes like that and slides straight back. It'll have 3/4 plywood on top of it, all wrapped. I'm gonna drill some holes and screw from the backside countersunk screws. If I ever need into my fuse block or glove box, slide it forward and lift it out. All right, now I gotta open the holes up for my mounts. Oh yeah, I did shorten that up. I'm gonna put an inner panel right here, so you'll never see none of that. It's mounted up under the dash. It's got 2 mounts underneath and 2 mounts back there. It ought to be good to go. All right, now, yes, I figure out how to mount them doors on there. All right, so the fiberglass doors don't have any of these cutouts. So, okay. All right, let's go over to the door. Lay this up. Try to line it up the best I can here. Okay, that looks good. And that's my cutouts. So, let's see what a metal cutoff wheel will do. finish the shop up. That ain't telling me nothing. I can't see up in there. Okay. I'm gonna get you down inside the door here. It looks like they've got a reinforcement plate right there. And down there, they do too, right there. Man, that's gonna suck. I'm gonna have to get a nut and bolt for that. Yeehaw. Okay. I might make a plate drilled and tapped with all 3 holes in it so I can put it in there. I can keep it loose. When I get it in position, just tighten it up and I ain't got to get inside the door. Yeah, I think that's going to be the best bet. Now they got, you can see indentations right here where the, well, not on that one. Top one, they got indentations where the bolts go. Yeah, right there. Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll line those 2 up. I can't see the top one. I'll line those 2 up with the hinges and mark them. And then I guess I'll make 4 plates that's drilled and tapped so I can, just putting it in there originally is going to be the tough part. Be nice if I had help, but that's just not in the daily plan, I guess. All right, let's get the hinges off that door and see what I can get. All right. So that one. Oh yeah. These are sliding. Okay. Get them opened up. That'll work. I'm gonna get me a small pilot drill bit. They laminated metal plates in the door. Perfect. So I'll just drill them out, tap them to 3/8 24, and I won't need plates inside. Oh yeah. Would you look at that? Perfect. Get this thing bolted on. Look at that. I'm not so impressed with the plates they put in there. It's aluminum. So what I'll probably end up doing, once I get them on and adjusted, I'll probably come inside and put a jam nut behind it. Wow, I love it. I was dreading doing this. Quite honest, I'll bet that's the reason these things have been on that guy's shelf for 30 years. Okay, so I use a little impact. I can control it a little better. Close enough. Close enough. Close enough. Come on, get in there. Yippee. Come on now. Really? Why must everything be a struggle? Come on. Get in there. All right, I gotta grab a screwdriver and move that plate over. Okay, that will work. Come on. Why? Why must you fight me? You're not gonna win. See? All right. Let's see. I'm gonna run this in a little closer. I did chase that, but I don't know what's going on. All right. Okay, I'm gonna grab a couple more bolts I'm not going to tighten that one anymore. I'm going to have to re-chase it again, but I'm going to grab a couple more bolts for this. Okay. Now, what do we have? Okay. So, you're gonna go straight up. Now let's tighten that too much. Okay. We gotta go straight up. Oh yeah. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. Now, back here. Tighten that up. Okay. Man, I'm actually impressed. Okay, I'm going to move the door straight back, right there. Loosen this one. Look at that. Wow. Right even with the rocker panel. I've got to looks like I gotta raise it up in the back. All right. All right, that all looks good. Need to move the top out just a hair and the bottom in just a hair. All right, I gotta. Actually, I think if I move the bottom in, it'll move the top out. So. Not quite that far, right there. Yeah, I still got to move the top out just a hair. Oh man, that is beautiful. All right. I think just a fuzz more. I like it. Well, there she is. For fiberglass, the body lines aren't all that bad, which I can't do no welding to clean that up, so it's fiberglass. I'll add fiberglass to it. Beautiful. That all lines up really good. Nice gap all the way around. Right here it is just a little tight, which you can see in their mold. They got it kind of tweaked. I can clean that up. That is going to be nice. Not even a third of the weight of a metal door. Sweet. Can't see through the windows though. Man, that window tint is so dark you can't see through it. All right. Well, I wanted to see where I was at on that before I took off. But yeah, I think I'll be happy with these. I wonder how it fits inside here with it adjusted. Wow. Let's get the light on it. Got a nice gap all the way around for the rubber. Looks like I could go out just a hair at the top yet. That ain't no big deal. I like it. Man, this thing's starting to feel like a cockpit now. All right, I like it. The dash, I just threw it up in here, threw a couple bolts. They're not really adjusted. I got to shift this back over so it'll fit a little better. I had it nice and tight all the way across, but I don't know. I like it. Did I show you guys the inside? This will be a little bit easier to take off once I get the panel on it. Alright. I got the hole for the wiring to drop down through. I'm going to put a hole in the tunnel down below it. That way the wires that go to the back of the truck, I can drop through there and bring into the frame. The other wires will feed along that right there up under the dash to go in here, and then through that hole right there to go for the engine bay. Hey, it's coming together. It's struggling areas, but it's coming together. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and click the bell and all that good stuff. I don't know if I'll be able to have it on the road this spring or not, but I'm still trying. Everything I'm doing right now is like little tedious junk. I gotta open my holes up for my mount back here. I broke my drill bit, so I gotta get another drill bit and open those two holes up. I want to get some of that plastic cardboard stuff, just like I did the Blue Mule, and come across here with a panel that'll go all the way across. And yeah, she's coming along. See where we are next week. I'm going to come on. Without a door handle, I can't get in there, and with the windows closed, I'm gonna have to do the striker piece so it'll keep the door from going too far, because that'll break it. I gotta cut these holes yet. Put my latch stuff in. Yeah, good. It's got the hole plates or the hole marks, and then I gotta cut this hole for the latch. All right, I think next week I'll focus on getting the doors so they will be right where they need to be, and then I'll probably work on the inner fenders, the outer fenders, and the front header panel. I gotta see what all I got for that, because I don't have the fiberglass piece that goes across the front, so I'm going to use a regular steel one. I got to see what I got out there that's usable. Possibly have to do some repairs on that, but yeah, I'm happy with the way it's coming along. Still got to drop that down just a little bit. I'm going to drop both sides down because it is still up. It's got all the weight on it and it's still up some. So I'm going to drop the whole thing down a little bit and get that mounted. I got to get some measurements, see what I need for this, see what I need for the column, and then the shaft in between, and the steering. Other than the power steering pump, we'll be ready. All right. Well, you guys have a great week, and I'll catch you next week.